Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
I'm so glad you're here. Can you hear me okay?
Okay, there it stopped. Yep.
Okay. Oh, good. Technology. Hello. So my name's Terry, and my channel is Holding Your Space. And Calihealer is here with me today, and we're going to talk about the time shift and coming together and going apart. I feel like we're like doing this right now, like a
Right.
little dance, yeah, between the times.
And
So
that weaving together time and space and consciousness. And yeah.
yeah, and I feel like I don't know about you guys out there, but I feel really torn in between going back and forth. And we were just talking backstage about some things that are going on in our lives, and it's like I feel like 3D keeps calling my name, like, "Come here, look at this stuff going on." They weren't saying
Right.
stuff; it was another S word.
Right. Yep. Yep.
And then come over here. So
Get
you might,
this.
yeah, I feel kind of dizzy. What's that song? Moni Moni, oh Moni Moni.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Kind of
lot.
crazy. Yeah, a whole heck of a lot. So we were going to talk about that with you guys today, and maybe do some readings as we go on. But I thought it was a good time to do it. Also, I was listening to somebody that was on with Alex or Emilio or somebody. I think it was they were on with Emilio, and they were talking about the. Oh, it was Carrie Kay, and she was talking about the different strands of DNA and how we're activating the 12 strands. So we're going from the two strands, which of course go like this, but now it's a multifaceted, so it's 12 strands going like that. So even more so that if you're feeling kind of dizzy or
Yes.
kind of rocking the boat every once in a while, like what are those things called, bobbleheads?
Those bobbleheads. And I've been dizzy. I the last well the last this last week, and it's really weird now that you say that it comes in waves. It's like all of a sudden I'll just be really dizzy, and it's just like, what is going on, and just it just feel you can just feel the energy is just really wonky, and then an hour or so later it's like, oh, I'm fine. And
Yeah.
so there's a lot being thrown at us, and then you have all the energy of the collective and just our personal lives. We all have our own stuff going on.
Yeah. And some people are mentioning that Jen B says dizzy, and Sal says she calls that woozy.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. Oh, okay. Distraction is the word for the day, says Annie Bear. YouTube is acting weird today. Shows are popping up as new that came out days ago. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah, really weird stuff. So your technology might be acting weird. Also, I don't know, but everybody knows that, like, I got a new dishwasher, my refrigerator had to be redone, everything. I feel like we're all getting appliances, technology is going
Upgraded.
to, yeah. Oh, that's a good word for it, upgraded. I like that better than woozy and dizzy.
Yep, me too. Yep, I'll
Lauren
take an upgrade, please. Thank you. With my cheeseburger.
Lauren says, I went to the store this morning and got a feeling suddenly like low blood sugar or weird things like that. Yeah,
Mhm. Yes.
100%. I did too, Lauren. I went to the physical therapist and I tripped over a chair that I had been in when I checked in, and I didn't leave it out very far, but it was just far enough that I was talking to my physical therapist. I love her, so I was excited to see her. And I'm like, boom. And so be careful. Yeah. Yeah. Jen's really dizzy. Okay. So I want to say hi to everybody. Jen B, Sally, Edward Keith. Hello, sir. Barbara, Teresa Ford. Hello, sunshine. Lauren's here. Annie Bear's here. Hello, my friend, my sister. CJ, Sonia, Linda. Wow, we got a good crowd here already. And
Nice.
I can't find everybody. There's Paul Freed and
Oh,
and Barbara Berkman. Hey, Barbara Berkman. Good to see you. Um, Okay. So we're good. I think there's
Cat's
too much
making breakfast for
expertise
her
in this.
grandson.
Huh?
Cat's making breakfast for her grandson.
Oh, I'm so jelly. That sounds good.
Me too. I'm thinking I'm going to do that for dinner tonight. Breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast for dinner is one of the best.
It
I'll tell
is.
you, yeah, the whole time I was sick this week, I had a stomach thing, you guys, and I think this was part of it totally.
I do too.
Yeah. So, if you feel the need, like I never take off for meditation tribe. I'm always, almost always there. It's very rare that I take off, but this wooziness and the upset stomach and everything, I had to stay grounded for a while, and that was kind of hard after you do a big meditation. But
Right?
it um, but it was also I just had to kind of channel, and so this is interesting. Do you feel like when you get like that, if you go into spirit and like do a download or something and write it out, does that help you?
Oh my gosh, so much. So much. I mean, it helps my body feel better, but it also when you can kind of give yourself that grace, there's a lot of healing that comes in when we're able to be still, quiet, and to be able to channel is it's good for us.
Yeah. And the other day I got up and I thought, oh, I'm going to do meditation tribe. And I got on for about 15 minutes and I had to jump off because I was being sick. And that morning when I woke up, I heard spirit saying, it's time to channel. It's time to channel. It's time to channel. And what did I do? I was like, yeah, whatever. We'll get there, I'll
It-
throw horses.
and why do we do that? I'll do it too. It's like, yep, yeah, I know, and then it's like, bam, and
Yeah.
I know I have to get better at that too, and just really listening and giving ourselves that grace of having that time off, because Teri, you are the most dedicated and committed person to your meditation, and so anybody new that hasn't been to her meditation in the morning, it's absolutely fabulous, and you are dedicated, and it's so healing, and she does healing prayers for anybody in need, and so you are really being of service, but sometimes, just sometimes, you have to be of service to Teri.
Yeah. And that's what I decided. And I thought, who am I if I'm not walking my walk? And
Yeah.
um, for my kids too, like I've got people that live with me, and for them to know that I take care of myself too. So they'll take care of themselves. But what Sally said, Jen said, Sally's talking about, we're getting there, Sally. You got me almost there. So memberships. So yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, Annie Bear, Teri holds space like nobody's business. That's a t-shirt.
That is a t-shirt
Yeah,
there. Yep.
that's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna get crazy here. So I'm just I pulled off a few things of the internet, but
Yeah.
like 3D to 5D basics, because that's kind of where we're going. And so we're kind of walking, and we're not walking a line, we're walking a wave.
Mm-hmm.
So buckle up. 3D reality is like linear time, cause and effect, physical density, like this hand is solid, survival, separation, me versus them consciousness are very dominant. We measure time as hours, days, years, and it really feels fixed. So 4D bridge between 5D and 3D is transitional stage where we awaken spiritually but feel ego's grip. Time feels more fluid, deja vu, synchronicities, vivid dreams increase. Does this sound familiar, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Many healers and mystics are in this bridge dimension, mastering manifestation and energy work. And then as we move into 5D, and we go to 5D in our dreams and in meditations, they say that it's going to be hard in this physical body to go to 5D. I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that. What do you guys think? Let me know. But 5D is unity consciousness. Reality is holographic, like our light bodies are like a big hologram. And love centered. Time is perceived as nonlinear. Past, present, and future are one tapestry. Physical reality lightens. Intuition and telepathy and multidimensional awareness flourish. And also, yeah, and Annie says, feels like Mother Earth has integrated and we are catching up. She's way ahead of us. Yeah, I feel like she has birthed many planets, and this one, or seeded them. And this one is amazing. Also, it feels like because of this and that we're walking in between this. Oh, and I just lost it. It's okay. I'll come back. You go ahead.
Well, in what Annie just said, getting easier to release old patterns and discord in relationships, that's a part of this whole time change, slip, jumps, that too is definitely a part of it.
Yeah. And then hypnicity saying 5D for me is an awareness. So what I was going to say, okay, now I remember, it doesn't take me too long usually. Anyway, that our future selves in 5D come to help us with this. But right now, let your future self come in and your past self come in and help you on this journey. Because, like I've been calling in 333 trillion angels because that's what they're telling me to do now, not 33 trillion. It's changed. So, doing that and calling in your past and future selves is really going to help all this. Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. And I've really noticed, especially this last week, many different like time jumps and slips. And I think a lot of times, sometimes we're aware of it, but I think there's a lot of times that we're not even aware of it. Like one morning I woke up and I'm like, is it the weekend? What day of the week is it? And it's that kind of that confusion type thing that sometimes we'll wake up, and it can happen to us during the day too. I was doing a show with Diana. Was it now I don't even know if it was this week. See,
Yeah.
right there, it's that stuff that happens. And I was doing a show with her and she was talking and I'm listening, and I definitely had a time slip where I have to go back and watch the video, but I don't know. It was talking about something about what was going to be going on as far as like time of the month, what month it was, or what we were coming into. And I literally, I caught myself going, what year are we in? What month is it? And it's kind of freaky when that happens. And so, sometimes we're aware of it, and sometimes, like when we're sleeping, unless we have really vivid dreams. But deja vu too is a big part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, have you walked into places, and I'm sure you have, places and went, oh, I've been here? Like if I go to Mexico, I'm like, I know. I mean, I have been here, and it kind of goes with that past life stuff too. But it's that
and
whole
you know
time.
the language, even though you don't know the language, you know what people mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Lauren, George shifted us to 333 trillion. Yeah. Yeah. Manifesting is hitting epic levels too. So, all of this energy coming in and what to do. And what to do, I think, is to watch. I love what you said, Annie, about witnessing awareness and observing. And I think that's the best thing that we can do. Observe it with joy and love. Live in our hearts with lots of that golden heart of Yeshua and Mary, Kuan Yin, where you're forgiving and abundant and beneficial to all. So, or benevolent. Benevolent's the word I wanted. So,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we have to do anything differently, Sonia. We just have to watch ourselves doing it. Like, it's interesting. A lot of people talk about this, like Eckhart and Deepak, about there are moments where you'll be washing your dishes and you'll be watching the bubbles and feeling the water and smelling the shampoo or the detergent. and just really being involved in it. And that's an awakening right there.
It is.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be all crystals and cards and pendulums. It can
Yep.
be your everyday moment. Yeah. Yeah, leading with love and light. Love that. Love that. So, yeah. Anything else we want to talk about that, or did you want to say anything about that shift?
Well, somebody in chat must have brought up the whole manifesting thing, and
Yeah.
that is so accurate. Right now, we are in a huge manifesting period. So just really, you know, that we are going to have negative thoughts and whatnot, but really being aware and conscious of really putting out to the universe right now what you want, because this whole time shift is really speeding things up for us.
Yeah, and what did you used to manifest all the time? Like for me, I'm a big manifester of the thrift stores, the garage sales. I always go in and I say, okay, where's my present, angels? You know, looking for it. And I get it almost every time I get, it's unusual that I wouldn't get something. Then the other day I had to stop and think and wonder, like, what did I manifest that when I could have manifested so many other things? Like, let's think about this for a minute.
Yeah.
Where was my head at? You know, there's so many other things that I want and so many intentions that I have in this lifetime. So let's step it up a notch. Not trying to like say, you know, that was a bad idea because I love the jewelry I get at thrift stores. but
Yeah.
yeah, but the little treasures, but just looking at things and changing it. Also, watch the news. You know, when we do watch the news, like you don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but you might be seeing headlines that are going to happen in a week or a month or in a year. And I noticed that about 3 or 4 years ago that I knew like what stocks to pick. I knew what was going to happen, and then it would happen. I'm like, look, I knew about that a month ago. What's going on here?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
That whole seeing into the future is a whole another aspect of it, of just knowing. And a lot of times when we're going through this too, I mean, it really, well, it'll heighten our intuition, but it'll also heighten all of our clairs too. So, you know, you may find you have a clair that you're using more so than you were before, that, you know, you can feel that that too is heightened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is really
That's a
cool.
really good point. Yeah. Really good point. So watch out for that. Annie Bear's talking about my being that comes in and during the day next to me here, my blue being, and they change colors and shapes all the time. But yeah, so just look at that and see, right? And Sally brought up something interesting about when a lizard looks at you, and you know, we all talk about this. Like sometimes we see children, or they see you, and like you'll be at the park or something, and they'll look at you, and they'll look again, and they'll smile real big,
Yeah,
and yeah, and it's just treasure that moment. You know, it's so much fun. It's a fun time to be on the planet.
it
Um,
is.
And it's interesting. I think that some people are very fearful right now, and there are a lot of things to, don't get me wrong. There are times that I have my, you know, whoa, woe is
Oh
me.
yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah. But there are times that are just highly, highly amazing. So it's interesting because Einstein brought up the theory of relativity and, but also the elasticity of time. So, and as well as Tesla, and I really feel like we're right on the cusp of all this, getting into the quantum mechanics and the quantum computers and AI and whatnot. Um, Everybody's talking about my blue being, Teresa. The blue floor reminds me of nesting dolls right now. Interesting because we're in a multi-dimensional layered beings. I love that. Yeah. Paul, 20 years ago, I was 375 pounds. Today, I am 124. I feel like I can fly. Paul, I'm so proud of you.
Wow, Paul, that is amazing,
No wonder
right?
you has so much joy in his life, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sally says, something changed in me a month or so ago where I just started feeling love all around me and no anxiety about the state of the world. Ooh,
I love that. That is a beautiful space to be in, Sally.
yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, a kitty comes up to you. Um, oh, Terry, they already have two human singularities operational in labs. A bit scary. I don't know what that means, what, Paul. I'm sorry. I just don't. But let me know. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of new things coming in at us. Um, the it's science and the arts are going to be out of this world. So it's interesting how fast we adapt to it, though.
Right?
Yeah, and I think about my dad. Like when my dad was a kid, I think he was born in the 20s, maybe. And, they were still riding a lot of horses around town and whatnot, and, banking was all dollars and coins. It wasn't any of this, credit card issues or anything, and now, pretty soon everybody's gonna be using some sort of a, not even the USD probably, I think eventually it's gonna be some sort of blockchain or cryptocurrency. I don't know what it's gonna be, but, like, more of um, a different it's gonna look different. We won't be touching it,
Mhm.
it'll just be there it goes. And I know if you go to Whole Foods now, you can just hold your palm over the, uh, the cash register, which I have not signed up for.
Well, in airports too, this totally blew me away. I forget what airport I was in. That y- all you have to do is have a credit card in your purse and walk through and grab what you want and walk out.
What?
It about blew me away. I'm like that because when I walked in, I just didn't have anything. And then I saw, you have to have a credit card on you, and you there's hands free everything. And so I just went back and got my purse and wrapped it around me and went in, grabbed what I needed and walked out.
Wow.
Weird.
Wow. Yeah. Certain stores and in airports, right, Ness? Hey, Ness. Yes, and thank you, Ness, for giving me a big old plug on my readings. And I want to give Ness a big old plug on her readings too. She's amazing. I've had readings by her, as have some people in my family.
Oh, I
And
love that.
yeah, people love Nessa's readings. They're amazing. Um, oh, the stores are clearly marked. That's good to know. I know I've been in airports. I think last time we flew in through Houston, and it was just an eye scan. So
See, isn't that's just wild.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, things are changing so fast. So be kind to yourself and adapt when you can.
Right?
Yeah. So I pulled down a few other things: mystical time shifts into 5D. Time compression and expansion. In high vibration states, hours feels like minutes, or a few seconds can seem eternal. Parallel timelines. You become aware you can quantum jump into realities that match your vibration, which I think a lot of us are doing in dream time
We
all
are.
the time. So now you might find it in your waking hours. The 0 point field, which zero density is my jam right now. In 5D, you live from this eternal now to a still point of creation. You can sense guidance from your higher self and soul family. And zero density is the point of creation. It's like where all things are possible and where things transform. And then embodiment light. Ascension is not leaving Earth, but bringing light into your body so your cells vibrate higher and time feels like a flowing river instead of a ticking clock. So, lots of fun things. So, Linda says, I still miss when cans of food had price stickers on them. Cashiers punched the numbers in the cash register. After you paid, you got stamps. Oh my God, right?
Green stamps. Remember the green stamps? And then you could cash your green stamps in for dishes and cookware and yeah.
Yeah, I remember those in the stores that you could only spend your stamps at. You couldn't spend any cash.
Oh,
They had a couple of those in KC. Yeah, I remember when I was
that's
a little
cool.
kid going with my mom. That was funny. Annie says, more parts of self love have been coming home to my heart. So there's been some crying, but pay kind attention. Really careful to listen to Hertz music to support me, like 417 Hertz transmutes. Thank you for bringing that up, Annie. I feel like it's really important when we have pain come in or when we have anger come in. Maybe we see things and they make us angry and to let it out. Last night I had an opportunity for that. We were talking about it backstage before we
Yep.
came on. And I had an opportunity where I had done a lot of stuff and it was futile energy that I'd spent because I didn't know the whole story of what my role was in something. And so I just went out there, right? And then when I found out, gosh, you never had to do all that, I was like, I wasn't just angry with the situation, I was angry with myself. And so I sat at home and I was going, rah. I did this raw chant and it was raw. It was totally raw. And it just went out. And of course, the windows were open last night. And I'm like, oh, they're going to call the popo on me tonight.
I've thought that here sometimes too when I'm doing some releasing. It's like the neighbors are gonna call or go, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How therapeutic though, and that you did that and you took care of yourself and you released it right then when you were aware of it. You didn't wait, you took care of it. And so I'm sure that helped you sleep better too. Not going to bed having that weighing heavy on your heart.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. So, do you want to say anything more about this, Kelly? Because Kelly's a great healer, and yeah, thank goodness for healers. Do you feel like it's harder for you?
Some days it is. You know, I really have to be aware of and self care, and it's self care right now is important for all of us. I mean, no matter who you are, we really have to be taking care of ourselves. I did get a few crystals that would be beneficial just to help with the whole energetic awakenings, the whole time shifts and whatnot. I got clear quartz would be really good just to amplify if you're really wanting to energize your awakenings and increase them. Clear quartz I got would be great. Moldavite accelerates and transforms. And so I'm going to have to look. When I wrote this down, I don't even know if I have a piece. So I need to check into that. And then just the beautiful, simple amethyst. That's great for higher timelines and getting us to that higher timeline and helping increase our intent, our intuition and our clairs too.
Yeah. I feel like that's so important. I love that. For some reason, they're just telling me to bring up gaspite. So gaspite is a beautiful blue stone. It's like turquoise. They used to throw it away. It has a different iron content or something to it.
I have never heard of that. Gaspite?
Yeah. So they used to call it green turquoise, but it has a different composition. It has less something in it.
That is beautiful, Teri.
It is stunning and it's so healing. And and don't forget about taking care of your high heart. Yeah,
Yes.
it is totally green, Annie Bear, and hold it on your high heart and just kind of feel it, look into it. But that's been really I've been really keeping these close to me lately, and this was one of George's, so I need to make it into something. It's just on a string, but it works just like that, just fine.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that, because
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of gas bite before.
Really?
No.
I don't think it's that. I think it's fairly rare. I don't think it's out there that much. So, oh, Play Love Remember has an amethyst wand. Well, well,
Oh, I
well.
love that.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Well, if anybody has any questions today, we are here to do energy questions too. So,
Yeah.
and White Dragon's been talking a lot about being with the Octurians and spending a lot of time with them. So you might find yourself, I love this, White Dragon, you might find yourself also surrounded by your soul family that's galactic. So, and that amethyst comes in with that quite well. And the blue, we've been seeing a lot of the blue and violet rays coming together, which has been beautiful. Oh, Diana has tons of green turquoise. It's her favorite. Yeah,
I
right? It's
My
my
mom
favorite.
gave me tons of green turquoise that
Yeah,
I need to start wearing. And she gave me a white turquoise too, but the bracelet is so tight on me. I think I'm gonna have it made into a like a pendant or something. I love turquoise.
I do too. I wear it all the time. This is a little piece. This is golden turquoise. It's Persian, but it's a half
Oh,
moon and or crescent moon rather. And it's one of my favorites.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. Hey Jess, what does Jess say? For energy, any guidance on transmuting feelings of fear and inadequacy, crystals and affirmations? Good question. Um, for some reason, they're talking about your throat. Yes.
Yep,
Are you getting that too? Of
that's exactly what I got.
course,
Yep.
we got the same thing. Yeah. So if you're saying your truth, and what are you saying to yourself? Because that's that inadequacy. Because you, as a divine being, Jess, you are always divinely guided, but sometimes we tell ourselves, oh, why did you do that? That was futile. That's what I was telling myself last night. That was my story to myself. And they're also saying about, just you sing. Oh, it doesn't have to do with public speaking, right? No, maybe not publicly what you say outwards, but what you say to yourself. So that's kind of that inadequacy. But also, do you hum or sing or chant, Jess? Because I'm getting something about this. Hmm. Oh, anyway, I think she's still here. I know she's still here. She just said something. Um, so it could be music for you. I don't know, but there's something that has to do with a humming, and humming raises our vibration. So whether you're singing or you're doing opera or you're humming Yankee Doodle Dandy, or however you're doing it, um, it's going to change things. It works with your I think it works with your pineal gland too, and the vibration. So what about you?
Jess, I first thing I get is that um, pink pink quartz would be really good. So because I really get that you need to start loving on yourself and taking care of yourself. I also I get that your throat chakra is blocked, and so to really start speaking words of love towards Jess, and speaking your truth, and wearing blue sodalite, it would be good for that. And I'm also getting that you're holding on to something in your back, and so cutting your cords I think would be really good for you to do. and you can do that yourself. You can call in Archangel Michael and visualize his sword and go through and cut your cords, because I get that you're holding on to a lot of stuff right now. And so doing that, I think, would really help. The rose quartz, and then affirmations. I am enough. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am enough. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am love. I am lovable. And really loving Jess with that unconditional love that you give to others. And then also setting boundaries. I think if there's people that are crossing boundaries and really stepping in when they shouldn't be, I would put up better boundaries. And that humming is great to open up that throat chakra, but really to love on yourself and cut those cords.
I love that. Yeah, and somebody says, "Oh, Fourth Stream says humming helps your vagus nerve."
Yes.
Yeah, and it really does, doesn't it? So
it does.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Debbie Dement. So yeah, so that's really going to help you a lot, Jess. Oh, I was going to pull a card for you too, honey. Oh, I get beneath the surfaces. So just kind of watching that. What's really driving you? True emotions and breaking free. And there she is. She's on the in between, isn't she?
She
She's
is.
got two different dimensions on either side of her. And that's kind of what we're doing. We're kind of straddling it, but know that you're going to go where you're supposed to. And if you're already here, then you're definitely going into the 5D. It's just, yeah, moving on along, huh? All right. Next, we have let's go ahead and go into Barbara Berkman. And I think this was more of a statement, but pull that up. And Barbara, is that okay if we look at that? She went to the doctor to check blood pressure, gave me meds for anxiety instead of blood pressure. Between what's going on in the universe and new meds, I'm really spinning. Yeah, they're showing me things kind of going around and around a little bit for you with your energy right now, Barbara. If you've got some, what is it? It starts with a CH and it looks like charcoal. I've always got it here on my desk and now I don't see it. What is that? Black rock.
I just keep thinking black tourmaline.
Yeah, black tourmaline would work too. But there's another one. You guys know which one it is.
Obsidian.
Yep. Either one of those will work really well. And I've got another one around here somewhere. Anyway, but Shungai, thank you, Teresa Ford.
Oh, yes. Yep. Yep, right here.
Yeah. I knew you had one. Okay, so, but I said CH and it was SH. I know Teresa would get it because she's good at that, because our little brains, our big, huge brains think alike. Yeah. You're not used to taking meds, right, Barbara? So, and we're not doctors. So I'm so glad that you went to see the doctor about it. So let us know how that works out, dear. Oh, Barbara has a large shungite pyramid.
Oh, Barbara.
Right next to you, Barbara, and see if that doesn't help, honey. Did you get anything?
Really listen to your intuition, Barbara. And I would be interested to know, was your blood pressure high when you were at the doctor? Was it normal? And I would also be interested, if you're taking it at home and if it's been running high, because anxiety will increase our blood pressure. But if you and like Teri said, we're not doctors, but if you feel like, you need the anxiety medicine, by all means, take it. But if you're skeptical, I would really ask your angels and your higher self if you need that, and really listen to your intuition.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Sally, yeah, I love this. So I really wanted to bring that up earlier too, you guys. Annie Bond, you can go to Annie or awakeningprana.com, or you can go to Annie Bond's channel on YouTube, which is excellent too. And she has all sorts of free hertz there and meditations that you can listen to that really do kind of bring you back into a centered focus with the divine feminine and the divine masculine, but also coordinating with all your chakras. So your energy bodies. So always excellent. Okay. Let's see, guys.
And Barbara said it was high when I went to the doctor, and she realized that after chatting it went down. It was pure anxiety. And I get this too, Barbara. They call it, what do they call it? The white coat anxiety or something, where you get anxiety going to the doctor. And I mean, my anxiety when I go to the doctor is through the roof. I mean, I will a lot of times just sit and just bawl my eyes out while I'm sitting waiting for the doctor. I mean, it's crazy. And so, that's really common, Barbara, to have anxiety when you're at the doctor. And if it went down, I would just keep an eye on it at home. If you have a cuff, I have one, and I want to say it was like $29, and just keep an eye on it. And if you notice that it's spiking, or take it in the morning and take it at night, and keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I would definitely keep an eye on it. Mine goes way high, like crazy high too, when I get to the doctor, my blood pressure. And I do the same thing. And they know me well enough that they're like, yeah, they know that I'm going to do some breath work and I'm going to bring everything in and I'll be okay.
Yep.
Yeah. They always give me a hard time about that. So, Lauren says Jen Bushman said her Sirius B guide, Courtney, and the Syrians were here with us now. 100%.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. We have so many, Earthlings were seeded by so many galactic tribes that we don't know anything about. Well, Paul might, but I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so just know that there are so many. That's one of the reasons why they're so actively watching this, but also to see a planet come out of the 3D that we have been so heavily involved with, and to do it this quickly is really a marvel, I think, for people. It's a marvel. So,
it is, right? It really, it really is. And I think with these upgrades and the time shifts and the energetic awakenings, we're just going to be able to see more and more sightings and feeling them around us.
Yeah. And the other thing is too, I feel like the inner earth too, don't you? Like, depending on where you're walking and where you're visiting and whatnot, that really changes things as well. The crystalline energy, like Sally lives in the desert. The desert just won't for me.
Yes.
So see how your body does in different areas, but it's really interesting. Denise wants to know, where is the best place to wear Moldavite? I think that's Moldavite, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. I would, Denise, I would put it, you could put it in your pocket. You could wear it as a necklace. You could put it in your bra. You could put it under your pillow, on your nightstand. I think wherever it feels most comfortable. A necklace or somewhere close to the chest feels really, really good, but even the pocket.
Yeah, and I got the maidens, the well maidens. So, as in, a wishing well. I I kind of feel like I move my stones around the house a lot, Denise, depending on what I need. And like um, George's big crystals usually are on the altar, but there are times when they're on my desk and they're a wee bit much. And there are times that I have to put them in the dining room because they're a wee bit much to me. So intuitively, I feel like you're going to know where to put things too. But I love what you said about carrying it in your pocket or anywhere that you need it. Um, hmm. Okay. All righty. Let's see what's next. Um, okay. Hypnicity. This is a good one. What will kill my cold? I'm
Yeah.
just laughing because the common cold, right? Um,
I have my emergency, my faithful
oh,
emergency.
yeah. Yeah. I feel like, you know, I do a lot of honey and lemon and ginger in the winter when I have a cold. And the emergency, I always forget about, and I have it in my cupboard, but I always forget about it. Um, yeah,
Sleep.
yeah.
Sleep is so important, hypnicity,
Mhm.
and I know sometimes it's hard for us to sleep during the day, but even if you could just rest and honor your body, I think would be really good. And then, you know, vitamin C, zinc, all of that. Elderberry would be really good. And like Teri said, hot tea with lemon and honey, some ginger in there, especially if you are taking cold medicine, to have that ginger to take care of your tummy. But I now through the rest of the winter, I will drink an emergency every day, and I take vitamin C, and and there again, we're not doctors, but just even a multivitamin, I had gone off and not, I had just quit kind of taking my multivitamin for a long time. And I was so tired and so sluggish. And I don't know, it was like, Kelly, your multivitamin. I started taking my multivitamin. It helped so much. And so just those little things um, really help.
Yeah.
And
Oh, she's been in bed all week. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And if you got a cough, I always go to Vicks on the feet. If you got a sore throat, and this just comes from my grandma. She was Native American, and she would put Vicks either on our necks, and then she would tie um or pin a wool sock around our throats. And I still do that to this day. And for it helps me, but it can be scratchy, the wool on the throat.
My mom used to do that too. She used to soak it in this swamp juice. It's called Doc's juice, that she used to call it, which smelled like rotten eggs, but it really did a lot. Oh, Michelle's talking about elderberry syrup. I love elderberry in the winter.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. White Dragon says in the old Atlantean healing temples, they used sunlight filtered through gemstones and herbs for healing on a bed. Yeah. And Forest Dream says sunlight and red light. You guys are so good at this.
Yeah.
Um, but be real careful with yourself. Like just if you can take baths, if that feels good for you, or a hot shower with some oils in there,
Yeah.
and kind of cradle up. But I see you like the mother wrapping you up, kind of swaddling you. So know that you've got everybody around you to take care of you. Hypnicity. Um, oh, Full Moon Child says my grandma used to do the Vicks and scarf around her neck. Still miss her so bad. Right? Yeah, yeah. Have you heard of Darius? Oh my God. Yes, I love Darius. Uses color and light for healing. Yeah, I love Darius so much. I want him to be my son-in-law, even though I like my daughter's boyfriend. So he's a champ. He's a mensch. Okay, let's see. I think we've got another one, but not a lot of questions here. Everybody is just like really chatting it up. Um, okay. Forest Streams, is it time for me to get a cat? My friend is bringing one to me that I can keep. She will keep it if I can't.
Ooh.
You want to do pendulums?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Or whatever you want to do, you go ahead.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a yes on that. That if you want it, you can have it. Yeah. Is this cat? Oh, and then I was thinking maybe this cat was not a cat that was for you, but I'm getting a big no on that. Is this her cat? Yeah. See how you feel about it. Forest Dreams, have you already dreamed about having a cat? Have you been seeing kind of one or feeling one under feet? Because I feel like you're going to know it when you see it.
Yeah, I think you're gonna fall in love. You're gonna fall in love with it. And there's such, well, all animals are such healers. And I just got a card and it said big happy changes. So I think bringing in a cat just can really change the energy and the vibration in our house. And I think this is gonna really be good for changing the energy in your house and for you. And when they lay on us their purr, their purr, that vibration is really healing for us too, and can raise our vibration too. And it's funny, if a person's feeling down or low or whatnot, they'll come and they'll try shifting our energy for us. And so I think it's a yes.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Annie says your kitty is finding you. Debbie Dement says it's always a great time for a new kitty. Could be a Lyran helper coming.
Yep.
Yeah, they're such a high vibration.
They are.
And they're such a good guardian healer for us. Yeah, that humming, it's just like humming, right?
It is.
It's such a healing vibration. And it's interesting, we were talking about that humming. There's a place in town, and it's kind of a bar, coffee shop downtown, and they have a big back room. And during the winter months, they have sea chanty choir, and you go in and you download it on your the stuff on your phone, and you sing sea chanties, and they have people that lead them, and they're really good. But I always see so many Lyrans there, like all these big, huge, hairy people with beards and stuff. And I'm like, and they look at me and I look at them and I'm like, I know who you are.
Right? Oh, I love that. How cool. And what like powerful energy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. And they really do. If you want to go to a place and see galactics, concerts, Renaissance festivals, sea chanty choirs, really amazing. Okay, I got Michelle. Thank you, Annie. Can I please get insight on a new issue going on with my left arm? I already had surgery 5 years ago near the elbow, and now I have a new issue with the crook of my elbow. Thanks. Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry. Michelle, have you had any Akashic record readings? I feel like this is something that you've had in a past life too, like it was a war wound or something that you're kind of carrying around, an old aspect of it. Because they're showing me that it's kind of like it was something that you couldn't raise or something. This arm. Go ahead.
And it's funny you say that, Teri, because I pulled a card and I got stop carrying what isn't yours, and that could very well be the past life, crud that we hold on to, that it isn't ours to carry in this lifetime. It was from a past lifetime. And so, but along with those wounds come the emotions too that we have from that. And so, it could be grief from the injury. It could be guilt, it could be sorrow. And so releasing that, I think, could really, really help. And also, Michelle, we're all healers. And so, rubbing your hands together and really feeling that energy in it, and and you can go like that, and you can literally feel the energy, and putting your hands on there, and you can call in Archangel Raphael and to do healing on it. But I really feel like some of that is it's past life, like Teri said, from a wound, an injury that you're carrying on. And so, yeah, I would clear your energy too, because the other card I pulled was empathic overload, and you're an empath, and I get that you're carrying, and this could be too the energy from the past life, but you're also carrying other people's crud that you don't need to carry. And so clearing your energy, whether it be with Palo Santo or sage, or even incense, that frankincense and myrrh you can use, taking a salt bath, will help. But I think what Teri said too, maybe even having an Akashic reading, to dive deeper into it.
She said, actually, in another life, she was a man who was physically large and did a lot of heavy lifting. And then right now, that when you said that, heavy lifting, my right shoulder too. Mm-hmm. So just be aware that sometimes also as empaths, like you were saying, Kelly, that we receive a lot of energy, but we don't always let it go, like you were saying. So make sure that there's the both, because your left hand is receiving and your right hand is forgiving. And in pranic healing, when you receive, you're just a conduit and you give it out. So make sure that you are being a conduit. And then I get change and transition, one of my favorite angels, Archangel Azrael. So thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. So are you also doing some work like a death doula or something, or somebody around you, I think, Michelle? So make sure that maybe you've been taking care of a lot of people and time to take care of yourself. So yeah.
It kind of, for me, what I keep getting is it's like you were in like a soldier in war and in a past life, and I feel to me it feels like a war wound.
Yeah. All right, and then we've got one more if you've got time for it.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have Kat. Hey, Kat. Overwhelmed when I walk into crystal shops. Any recommendations for me?
It can be so overwhelming, Kat.
It's like a candle store where you want to smell all of them.
Right?
And you walk out of there and you're like, yeah. I'm getting amethyst, Kat. I don't know if you have any. What are you getting?
I got lemon quartz.
Oh.
lemon quartz. I'm picking up on quartz. So, and amethyst is always my number one go to because I love purple and I love the energy of it. So amethyst is always a must. But quartz, the lemon quartz, smoky quartz, clear quartz, I think would be all really good for you. And I just heard watermelon tourmaline.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. That's so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. And I just want to mention, I knew somebody had passed, Michelle, and I'm so sorry, I couldn't remember who it was. Her dad passed away in November, and I've been going through the house downsizing and selling some things. Thank you both. Yeah, it's the clearing out. And it's such a process, isn't it, Michelle? Yeah. Well,
It's
much love
hard.
to you. Yeah. I remember that now. Yeah, she's I think you're taking care of the estate too, aren't you? For your siblings, for your brothers. So it's a lot of work.
It is. And just know, Michelle, we're sending you so much love and extra love,
Yeah.
and just really, really, really take care of Michelle because it's a lot. I mean, even baby steps, just, getting rid of a few things, and just allowing yourself, the time and the space to grieve. But all of this, though, this clearing is clearing the way for the future. And so, I mean, this is it's a sad thing, but it's going to be a really good thing when it's done because you're releasing a lot.
Yeah. Michelle, can you hire somebody an organizer? Like I've got a friend that comes to my meditations in KC, and that's what she does. She's an organizer, and she'll go to your house if you're going to have an estate sale or something, and say, get rid of all this, and this is what you need to keep. I mean, she's really good at it, and she walks you through it. She's quite lovely. Yeah, your dad didn't like to throw anything out, and neither do I. I'm actually homesick today with a cold. Right? Yeah, Michelle. I feel you. I'm the same. And my mom was the same. I mean, she had those, what are they, 88s, or I can't remember what those old records were, operas, all these operas that were ancient.
Oh,
I think she
wow.
inherited them, and we didn't have anything to play them on. But yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. But yeah, I'm hoping you selling things on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. Well,
It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work, honey. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
And so
So
your angels and guides are telling you they're wanting you to slow down and really take time to take care of Michelle because it's a lot. So I mean, if you can pace yourself and you just allow yourself some extra time, that it doesn't all have to be done at once. Just really take it easy and give yourself that grace
yeah, yeah. Be
because it's
kind.
hard.
Be kind to Michelle. We love her. Yeah, and Michelle says 45s are the small records, right? Yeah, it was the 78s. That's what Judith. Yeah, it's the old
Yeah.
ones, not as small as the 45s. Um, oh, Barbara's talking about her dad being a hoarder. I have hoarders in my family too, and it's pretty common because a lot of our parents grew up, during the wars or the depression, or your grandparents did, and it's just, that thing, got to keep it. You never know
That
when you're going to
lack.
need it, right? You never know when you're going to need that piece of foil.
Mhm.
So that
That
jar
lack.
lid,
There's and it gets in brain or engraved in our brain that what if we run out, what if we don't have enough, and that scarcity. I mean, it's a lot.
yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all for being here.
Yes.
What a joy. And what a joy to have you here, Kelly. And what are you doing next?
This weekend, I have to work a little bit this weekend, but I am going to I'm going to try to get some pool time in, because it's really getting to the point where it's not going to be too much longer, because last night it got really chilly here overnight. And so those days are limited. And so I'm going to fill my cup and do a little bit of work, and that's about it. What do you have going on?
Tomorrow I have Dr. Gail and Diana on to talk about
nice.
How I Learned to Fly a Spaceship, Dr. Gail's new book.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah. So I'll have them on, and we can ask them all sorts of questions.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, everybody have a great day, and we'll see you later.
Yes. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.